A veteran should not feel like they're worthless. They put aside their personal time to serve the country, and regardless of what they did, they are deserving of whatever benefits that come their way because of their service, whether they were in combat, working in the office. You know, for every person who was in combat, there are like 20 soldiers behind them working at desks or other things. I joined the military, trying to get into the Navy. At that time, they all had quotas, which were under 5 women per month. And also, I was not 21, so I needed to have permission from a guardian, and that was hard to get at the time. By the time I decided to look into the Army, I turned 21, and on April 18th, 1968, I took my oath of office. Women had to have at least a high school diploma or a GED, whereas the men could join at 17 and didn't need to have a high school diploma. So there were different standards. They expected more out of women, and so we delivered. Basic training, I graduated in one of the top 3 out of my platoon, and that gave me accelerated promotion to Private E2. Got my orders, and a bunch of us were bused to Fort Gordon, Georgia. I was one of 2 women in my class, and they asked me, would you consider being a secretary, clerk typist? I go, yes, because I knew how to type. So I never worked in signals. I just got the promotion through them. And just experience on how to be flexible, how I can make my own way. I was encountered with a situation that I didn't think I would like, and was able to change that. I got reassigned to the Pentagon. It was an honor to be asked to go there, so I appreciated that. Vietnam was peaking. Anybody that you could read about in the newspaper that was associated with the Department of Defense or whatever, I saw them in the corridors coming into the office. So to me, it was very historical and quite interesting. It's just taking on whatever task or responsibility handed to you. And when you are given important things, you do your best to fulfill the job. I've had that mindset throughout my working life. It's like at CalVet, where I work. We all do different things. Many of us are veterans. We are all working to serve our California veterans and their families. And that's another thing we need to be conscious of, is the veterans' families and their children, what they go through. It can be an upending, life-changing situation for all of them.